Fourth quarter for a minute on the clock, Black Mamba with the ball.
Could you let me know?
It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood.
Come on over, I need your company.
No,
I don't really want no friends.
We don't have to dream to make it beautiful. Baby, everything we do is beautiful. We can light a fire and watch it ever glow. We won't burn out, we won't burn out. My money, they will never fall. She's taking us on her heart, and I can never say no. It isn't in my blood.
She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I
go back to you.
I'll be your excuse. You go
And I'm unaware of just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive. I know we meant all good intentions.
You got plans tonight. I'm a couple hundred miles from Japan. I was thinking I could fly to your hotel tonight.
I said, I can't believe that it's Freaky Friday.
I can't seem to get you out of my mind.
No excuses, excuses.
I can't seem to get you out. Last night on the last flight to you.
That's just the way you make me feel.
I said I like it like that.
I'll never be the same. I said I like it like that. I don't really want no friends, no.
Possibilities, I look like all you need.
Can you send me on the east side?
You're so fucking precious when you smile.
Oh no, here we go again. Fighting over what I said.
I need a lover to trust. Tell me you're on my side. You down for the ride.
Who knows where this road is supposed to lead? We got nothing but time. It's so hard to keep you close. I was afraid to leave you on your own.
You were my everything. Doors of a wedding ring. I don't think I'd ever leave this place. can't take back the love that I gave you.
Talk, yeah, break it up. All I had to break it up. You ain't got that, you can sing with us. Yeah, girl, but I'm working with and then things I think it real. Hold out my whole heart to a piece of shit. And I could be honest, you told me not to be. You told me to write it for shit. And you could be honest, I look at that shit.
Look at you slipping now. Look at you slipping now.
This is America. Spend my money fast, go. Fast like a Lambo. Jumping off the stage. Big reputation. Oh, you and me got big reputations. If you heard about me, have you ever seen a crowd going apes?
Lick the plate, Michael Fay, lucky me.
Sexual free. Good case. Good case.
Like a light, like a light, like a light, like a light.
The light is coming to give back everything that I was This is King Kong. Yes, Miss King Kong.
So you finna jump, I don't wanna change it. Got me boot up, boot up, boot up, boot up. Got me by the waist, baby, give me back first. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be just fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 times. My, oh baby, I die every night. Stars are going to
Whoa! What's going on, guys? Can you guys even see me? Let me turn this light off back here and hopefully it's going to be a little bit better. What's going on? Welcome to my new crib. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Who have we got in the house this morning? I'm super glad to be back on another live stream. Man, I've got some juicy stuff to show you guys today, and I'm gearing up to another awesome live training that I've got just around the corner, which you guys are going to be super excited about. So, who have I got in the house? Got any change makers on? Where are you guys coming in from? Let's see who we got. We got Donna, we got Ashley here, Wendy Baird's in here, Jackie's in the house, Kendra's watching, Jeremy Roadruck is here. What's up, guys? We got Jacqueline, James Johnson, Jeff Banger. Man, we got some new faces. Let me know down in the comments if this is the first time you're talking in the group here. If you're brand new, let me know down in the comments. And if you are a OG, if you are a Podcasting 101 veteran, let me know with a hashtag veteran down below. I want to see who my veterans are, but I'm super pumped. Seren's here, all my change makers, super excited. I want to live in Canada. Oh, Seren, that's a nice choice. Apparently they have a great residency over there, which is fantastic. So, and we got Team Torch in the house. I'm super pumped. So guys, I'm really jazzed about today's training because I wanted to do a little bit of a deep dive and I wanted to peel back the proverbial marketing layers about what's been going on inside of this group just in the last 28 days. I wanted to celebrate some wins, let you guys know about some crazy stuff we've got coming up, and then also let you know about the winner from yesterday's competition. Just so you guys know, I mean, there was only like under 100 comments in there. So whoever one of you guys was that commented, there's a very high chance you guys are going to win. We're going to be running competitions every Wednesday. So make sure you're checking in on a Wednesday before we do these lives every Thursday, because every single week I'm going to be bringing something new, something valuable to you guys. And I really want to start upping the quality of what we've got inside the group. So guys, let me know down below if you're excited about the idea of everything going inside Podcasting 101. And if you want to know a little bit more about the podcasting talk, we're not going to talk much about podcasting today. We're basically going to be talking a little bit about Facebook. I'm super excited because Facebook is my jam. I love Facebook groups. I love having you guys here, but I wanted to dissect what was successful, what was something that I could have improved on, and basically give you guys the keys to the kingdom in anticipation for something we're launching really soon, which is going to give you everything that we're talking about in a much greater detail. I'm kind of doing a little bit of a tease here. How many of you guys can pick up on that? So I want to get you guys pumped. So first of all, welcome to all our Podcast Profit Lab members. Welcome to our Podcasting 101 team. And I want to break this down for you guys step by step of what we're going to be going through. So what we want to talk about today is really simple. How do you either take a brand new Facebook group and make it successful? And by successful, I mean by making money, by building a community, by building a mass movement. And secondly, how do you revive a dead Facebook group? So let me know, because I just want to take a little poll right now. Let me know how many of you guys have a Facebook group. So if you have a Facebook group right now, just comment down below, I have a Facebook group, and let me know, because I'm super curious to know how many of you guys have a Facebook group. But then how many of you guys, it's brand new, pretty new, and you're just getting going? Just give me a hashtag new. And then how many of you guys have got kind of an older Facebook group that's gone a little bit dead and you haven't done much engagement? Give me a hashtag old if you've got one of those older Facebook groups, because I want to see where you guys are at so I can make sure I'm giving you targeted advice. So that's going to be super awesome. So just to give you a little bit of information about what I'm teasing and what we've got coming up, some of you will know, but inside of the Podcast Profit Lab, we have something cool, which is called the Offer Launch Blueprint. And the Offer Launch Blueprint is available to all Podcast Profit Lab members. It's brand new. It's not out yet. And what we're teaching inside of the Offer Launch Blueprint is we're teaching people how to go from absolutely nothing to launching their very first offer, a beta offer, completely from scratch. And we're going to be showing you guys how you can do this. And anybody that's in the Podcast Profit Lab, you guys get this completely for free. And just so you know, there's people out there who charge like $997 just for that on its own, how to launch an offer. And we're actually going to break it down inside the Offer Launch Blueprint. But what's cool is that there's going to be a lot of you guys here who didn't come into the Podcast Profit Lab, but don't worry. What we're going to be doing is, because I need to film the Podcast Profit Lab and I need to get it out there, we're actually going to be teaching the podcast sorry, not the Podcast Profit Lab. We're going to be teaching the Offer Launch Blueprint live inside of the Facebook group, so you guys can actually tune in and get that content as I'm teaching it live. And you guys are going to get a little bit of an insider look. Now, you guys won't be able to download it and you won't be able to use it on the back end, but each video will be live for 24 days as I teach it. And that's going to be something that's coming up really soon. So we're literally going to be teaching you guys for free how to launch a brand new offer using a Facebook group and using our Offer Launch Blueprint method. How many guys are pumped for that? I think that's going to be super exciting. So anybody right now who hasn't launched an offer is waiting on the sidelines. So that's going to teach you exactly how to do that. So I'm super excited to share that with you guys. So let's see how many of you guys have got groups and how many of you guys have got them. So we've got, let's have a look. Kendra has a new group. We've got Reem, who's dead like zombies, right? You've got a group that maybe it's dead. Donna's got a Facebook group. Jackie has a new Facebook group. Jeff's got a new one. Reem's got a new one. Randall has got a page, a group being built, so that's new. We've got Marty saying page, no group. Jeremy says, I have a Facebook group, several, one for brick and mortar and 2 starting new. Serin's got one. Joshua's got a new one. Building a group out, wrecking it in the group request until it's done. Let's have a look. Both old and new with Wendy. Score. Awesome. Awesome. So there's a bunch of you guys who've got brand new groups right now. So what I'm going to be breaking down, this strategy that I'm going to teach you on this Facebook Live today, you guys can go and implement this straight away. And I can tell you, you're going to have a lot of success. Those of you inside the Podcast Profit Lab are going to have a little secret advantage, because inside the Podcast Profit Lab, we have a tool called the Group Hacker tool. You can leverage that tool like crazy to amplify the results of what we're talking about. Don't worry if you don't have that though, it's still going to work. And I wanted to share a little bit about how this works. So first of all, I want to break down with you guys the successful strategy that we've implemented not once, but twice for our own program. And it's also a strategy we've used with other people. We helped Brendan Kelly actually launch his Facebook group for the first time, and he was super successful. I think he brought in nearly $6,000 on his launch of his brand new Facebook group and brought in over 200 people straight away when it was brand new. Isn't that awesome? So let me break down the strategy behind what it's going to be. And I'm going to give you, first of all, the 30,000 foot view of what we're trying to accomplish. So quick story though, when I was first getting started in the online space a while ago, I started a brand new Facebook group back in 2017. And my first ever Facebook group was for my blog at the time. It was called the Let's Get Jobless blog. You guys can actually still go there and see it today with all of my original blog posts on there. Now, Let's Get Jobless was about helping people figure out how they could travel and leave and quit their job. And when I launched my first Facebook group, I did what a lot of people did. I, launched the group. I invited a ton of people. I sent them that little messenger request saying, come join my group, come join my group. And it was okay, but it wasn't very good. We had about 150, 200 people that came in. It kind of went okay, and then it kind of died afterwards. So then I started again, and I did something different. Hey, Paul, what's going on? So when you're picking a winner, so I can focus here. Wendy, we're going to announce the winner at the end of the live today. So the second thing that I did was that I actually went through, and after I'd launched that program the first time and I had that Facebook group, I was like, man, this has gone dead. There's nothing happening. So I rebranded the group and I said, okay, we're going to call this the Entrepreneur Junkie Movement Group instead. And we went and we got more people in. We added another 300 people. So my group had about 500 people in it. And again, what happened was it died. Like, I couldn't understand why, because I was, putting content out there kind of sporadically. But again, I tried to do that group and it didn't work. And it turns out there was a couple of key things that I was doing wrong. And what happened was when I launched the Podcasting 101 Facebook group, I learned from all the mistakes that I'd made and I figured out the better way to do it. And, how many of you guys right now have felt the pain of launching a Facebook group and felt like, oh crap, like nobody's paying attention? It's like real. It's very real, right? So what happened was like I was in this position and like no one was engaging, no one was talking in my group. And I thought, you know what, it's gone for. Like it's dead. There's no way I can get it back from here. But the truth is, there's ways that you can revive even dead groups. And the trick is giving people a reason to actually show up. So what I'm going to show you guys right now is a little bit of the framework of the pieces that you're going to need from a 30,000 foot view. So the first thing you want to do when you launch a very new, brand new Facebook group, or you've got an existing group, is you want the group to be very, very clear about what you're going to deliver in terms of the value. The Podcasting 101 group, what is it about? It's about podcasting. Kind of ironic because today we're talking about Facebook groups, but it's about podcasting, right? So make sure that when you make your Facebook group, it's very clear from the outside looking in what your one thing is that you're going to be teaching people about. Get very, very clear on the problem that you're solving. Now, what we want to do is we want to make sure that the only people that come into your Facebook group are people who are interested in the thing that you want to sell them. There is no benefit, and let me repeat that, there is no benefit to getting people coming into your group if they're not interested in the thing you sell. So if I'm selling a podcasting product, there is no benefit for me to bring somebody into my group that doesn't want a podcast. So one of the most important things that you need to do is, first of all, decide what your group is going to be about. And then you need to be a gatekeeper. You need to massively protect your Facebook group. Guys, massively protect it. I'm serious here. This is a big deal. You need to make sure that only people come into your group who are interested in your thing. How do you do that? I'm going to tell you that in a second. So you need to be a gatekeeper. We're going to have questions set up to make sure that we're filtering so only people can come in your group who are interested in it. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to give people a hook, a reason to come into the Facebook group. Now, what is that going to be? Well, we're actually going to break that down in a second, but you have to give people a reason to come into your Facebook group. How many of you guys in the last couple of weeks saw the hooks that we put out to get people into the Facebook group? How many of you guys? I'll give you a hint. The hook was Content Launch Secrets. So we were able to get people coming in the group, a ton of people were coming in, and then what's the next step? So we figure out what we're going to be teaching. We make sure that we are guarding our Facebook group like crazy to make sure only the right people come in. And then the next thing we want to do is you want to give people a compelling hook, a reason to come into the group. Once we've done that, we want to actually give people a reason to engage. We want to foster engagement, and we want to get as many people engaging as possible. You need to give them a reason to engage. What's a great reason to engage? A competition. And we'll go into that in a second. Now, once you've got people in the group and they're engaging, what's happening is they're building that community, they're talking to each other. The next thing you need to do is to give them a training which leads on to what you're going to sell. Whatever the end product is, let's say your end product is sales funnels, you need to give them a free training, which is the thing just before your sales funnel training. So maybe it's about mindset, maybe it's about outlining your product, whatever it's going to be. You need to give them something that's the sexy front end training that they want to grab attention to, that's before your main offer. So guys, my example again, what did I give you as the free training before I sold my podcast product? Content launch secrets, right? How many of you were like, man, I'm struggling with content. Like that's something that I can't do. And I can't do a podcast if I haven't got content. So I gave you a super appealing way that you could create 12 months worth of content in just a couple of hours. Great hook, pulls you in, and it's a free training where at the end of it, you guys have got everything you need to go and figure out what content you're going to talk about. What happens when you have something to talk about? Oh, I've got all this content. Where am I going to put this content? On a podcast, right? So you want to make sure it goes in this kind of sequence. So you want to do that training. You want that training to be the thing before what you're going to sell, but it wants to be the sexiest part of it. Now, I could have kept my content launch secret strategy completely secret and only given it to people inside my Podcast Profit Lab program. But I identified it as the sexiest thing in my offer, and I gave it away for free. Really, really important, guys. You need to give stuff away for free for people to see your value. So we've figured out what we want to be actually talking about in our Facebook group. We've got the Facebook guarding it. We're making sure we're not letting people in who aren't interested in our thing. We're making sure we use hooks to bring people in. We give them a reason to engage once they get into the group by competitions. We then teach people free training for 3 days that's going to give them a ton of value and get them training. And then on the back end of that, the next thing we do is we make them an offer. Now, you guys don't have to do a perfect webinar like we did. You could just make them an offer, but Russell Brunson's perfect webinar framework is absolutely golden for this. So guys, hopefully that gives you the top level view. How many of you guys took some notes there and think you understand the top level view? Let me know down below. Say, I understand, or I'm not clear. Let me know if you're not understanding any of those pieces. But before we even get started, we want to map it out. We want to understand, okay, what is our group going to be about? So let's say your group is about retirement, okay? You can only come in this group if you're interested in retirement, right? Then the next thing is you need to make sure you ask people questions to make sure they're actually the right kind of person to be in the group. Now, why do we want to do all these steps? Why is that important? Why don't we just want to get everybody that comes into our group? Because a lot of you said to me, Jamie, you've currently got 190 people who are waiting to join your Facebook group. How many of you guys have seen this? So let me just share my screen really quickly and just show you. Inside of our Podcasting 101 Facebook group, we have 193 people who have requested to join our group, and we aren't letting them in. Do you want to know the reason why? Because they haven't told me whether they want to have a podcast or not. They haven't answered the questions. It's really, really important that you don't let people in who aren't going to answer the questions, because let me just tell you, if they can't be bothered to answer the question, do you think they're going to engage in your group? Absolutely not. They're not going to be bothered to go into your group and engage and actually put that kind of content out there. So it's really, really important that you actually get these people kind of engaging and give them a reason to actually show up. So you guys can see it right here. We have 190 people that want to join this group, and I'm not letting any of them in because they haven't yet answered the questions, right? So super, super important. So guys, I want you to understand why this is crucial. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're only getting people coming into our Facebook group who are actually understanding what we're talking about. We want people who are interested in podcasting coming into the group. The reason we do that is we want to make sure that people come in this group are actually going to engage and get value out of it. And then what we do is we give them a reason to engage in the community. Now, what this does is it creates this really, really tight-knit and amazing community. You have this community of people who are interested in what you're talking about. You're pulling these people together and you're giving them a reason to communicate and talk with one another. You're building a community and a following together. Super, super important. And the other reason, and the reason you want to do this free training is that hook. You want to give them a reason to stick around. Like, why are they sticking around? They're sticking around because there's something exciting and something interesting that's coming that they want to be involved in. And you're giving them a reason to get involved in the meantime while they're looking forward to that training, right? Man, I can't wait to be involved in this training. It's going to be wild. But actually, I'm going to just talk about this thing for free in the meantime, right? It's like, oh man, actually, if I just comment and talk to these people, I'm going to get all this stuff for free. So that is the top level view on why it's so important. Now, guys, this is a strategy and it's based off Brendon Burchard's 7-day live launch strategy. And I've implemented a whole bunch of my own learnings from what we've done the last couple of times. But this is a really, really powerful method. If you are somebody that's launching a brand new course, if you are somebody that's going through this training, if you're somebody that needs to understand everything that's going on, this offer launch blueprint is absolutely golden. I promise you right now, this is one of the best ways, if not the best way I've seen out there to launch a brand new beta offer. We've had people come through this program, and what it's going to teach you guys is it's going to teach you how you can basically launch a brand new offer without creating any of these elements in a Facebook group so that you can start to generate income straight away. It's the kickstart that you need to go and get your product off the mark and get people out there. And it's kind of crazy because it works really well in alignment with your podcast and things like that. Now, what's cool about this, guys, is that this was the exact strategy that I went through in May to go and launch my program. Like, this is what we went through, and it's really, really powerful. So what I want you guys to understand is a couple of key things. And in this training, I'm going to go through a couple of these things that you need to understand so that you can get the best out of it. Now, I don't have a ton of time to teach you guys. It's Halloween. I know a bunch of you guys want to get off, but I wanted to give you the bare bones so you can start to plan this out in anticipation for what's to come. So let me share this. So what I want you guys to do, if you've got a pen and paper handy, this is the time right now to go and write down the answers, and let's just check and see if you guys have left any questions or anything so far. So we've got clickbait. Wendy, that's funny. Yep, I saw that. We got Paul Motley in the house. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Class is here. You betcha. Truffle, problem agitator. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Top level. Yeah, you can post the notes in the group. That's totally fine. Pre-qualification. Because there are, yeah, that's funny. So yeah, answer the questions. Watch out for spammers and freebie seekers. Absolutely. So perfect. So guys, this is what you need to do. If you want to get the framework of this mapped out, here's what you need to do. Step number 1, define the one thing that you are going to be helping people to do. Now, remember, there's a lot of different parts. Like what I did was I looked at my dream customer. I looked at who I wanted to work with, and I want to work with entrepreneurs. That's my people. And I looked at my entrepreneurs and I said, what problem do they have? A bunch of people had just gone through the OFA, and a bunch of people had questions around publishing and podcasts. I really like podcasts. I've started doing podcasts myself. So I asked myself, what problem do people have? And one of the problems I noticed was people don't know how to make money with a podcast. So that was the problem I picked. Now, you guys need to go and do the same. Brendan Kelly did exactly the same thing. He looked at their OFA and he noticed that a lot of people were getting stuck when trying to figure out their customer avatar. So what did he do? He built a program to help people figure out their customer avatar and focused and zoned in on that one piece of the puzzle. So think about your dream customer, look at the problems they have, and pick one piece that you want to focus on. Now, you guys might already be very, very clear on that. So that's step 1, figure out the who and focus on what problem you are going to be solving with your Facebook group. Step number 2, come up with 3 questions that are going to filter your prospects. And here's what they want to be. So question number 1 wants to be your filtering question. So if I'm selling a podcast product, my question is, do you currently have a podcast or do you want to launch one? If the answer to that is no, you're not getting in the group. If you don't answer the question, you're not getting in the group. But if you tell me you have an existing podcast or you want to have a new podcast, then guess what? You're allowed in the group. So think about what is the filtering question that works for you. One of my students, Matt, how many of you guys know Matt Woodrum and Jocelyn Woodrum? He is creating a program following this exact method. And his program is around family on entrepreneurs. So guess what his question is? Do you have a family? You know, are you a parent? And do you have your own business? If you aren't a parent and if you don't have your own business, guess what? You're not allowed in the group because it's for those types of people. Very, very important. So your first question is your filtering question. Question number 2 wants to be actually something to encourage people to go into the group. Make sure when you get into the group, you go and post a small intro because we give you XYZ when you leave an intro, right? Anybody that leaves an intro, we're going to give them a free copy of our ebook or whatever it might be. Give them a reason to go in and to contribute inside the group. And you can just put that as a question, but say, just so you know, everybody that leaves an intro, we give them this away. Do you understand? And then you can have a yes or no question. It'd be like yes or no, just a little tick box, nice and simple. Then question number 3, very, very important. You guys want to say, please leave your email address in this box because we send out freebies all the time. Let me know if you want me to send you X freebie. And what you want to do is you want to put your email, you want people to put their email address in there. Now it's very important you guys do that because you can actually use an extension called Group Convert, and Group Convert costs like $7 or $10 a month. What it does is that anybody that enters your Facebook group that leaves their email address, it pulls out that email and puts it into your email list. It's one of the quickest ways you can grow a really quick email list. Does that make sense? So 3 questions, a filtering question, a question to get them to go and contribute, and then email at the bottom. And then make sure you guys get Group Convert. Is everybody keeping up with the notes? Everybody got the notes? Perfect. Let me just check. So let's have a quick look. How do you find valuable stuff to offer for free? So one of the first things you can say, Jackie, is the free training you're going to give away. You can say, leave your email address below and we'll send you our free training that's going to do X, Y, Z. And you're actually going to teach it inside of the Facebook group, but you guys are going to send them the link, right? Like that's the thing. That can be your free thing that you give away. It's the future training that you're going to do. Make sense? So if you don't have anything free to give away, make the training the free thing that you're going to give them. So let's have a look. Any questions? Reem says, I always wanted to know this. How do you find valuable stuff to offer? Okay, so how did you solve a problem that you noticed but haven't done before? So what I did, Reem, was I looked at, okay, I've got a podcast. What problem have I got? And then how could I solve that problem? I looked at, okay, I have experience in the past in sales. So I figured out a strategy and then I went and tried that strategy and it worked. And then I taught it to people. If you don't have something that's been proven before, you can still teach people this because it's a free training. You can say, hey guys, I'm not an expert, but this is what I've discovered. So I'm going to teach this for free, right? But a lot of the time, what you can do is you can actually take what other people have taught. You know, I took what Rachel Peterson taught me at Funnel Hacking Live, and I took what Peng Joon taught me and what Gary Vee taught me, and I combined it into a product. None of that was original, apart from a couple of things I added in. It was all taken from other people. There's nothing original in this world. What you need to make sure you do is if you do take elements from other people, you make sure you use attrition. You make sure you say, this came from this person, this came from this person, this came from this person. Very, very important. Otherwise, you have a Jay Shetty situation where people say you're ripping people off. So very, very important. Yeah, you can give them a 1-sheet on training. Anything for free is something super awesome that you can give them. Can you send Group Convert after the live? Yeah, guys, I'll drop a link down to Group Convert. I've actually got an affiliate link you can use. I'll drop a link down to that after the live so you guys can check it out because that's going to be super cool. So you've got your problem figured out. You're making sure you're gatekeeping people and then you get them in the group. So what do? The first thing you have to do is you have to throw out hooks. You have to go and throw out attention, grabbing hooks to bring people in the group. So some examples of some hooks I've used, I go put them on my personal Facebook profile. I have a lot of friends in my friends list who are my dream customer. So make sure if you don't have this right now, you go and add a bunch of people who are your dream customers. And on your personal Facebook profile, you're going to drop a post, a status that's going to be a hook to grab attention. So my hooks have been things like, who are my podcasters? I've got something awesome for you. Really simple. I don't tell anybody what it is. Highly curious. 350 people commented and wanted it. Sent all those people into the podcast group. Guys, if you came through that post, I wonder if anybody on this live right now came through that post. Let me know if you came through that post. So I put a hook on my page and I said, who are my podcasters? I've got something awesome for you. Another hook I did. Who are my content producers? I've got something awesome for you, right? Just spoke them out, and yeah, attrition, slightly different. Thank you, Randall, for that one. So what else did I do? I'm teaching live how to create 12 weeks of content in 2 hours. Comment down below if you're interested, right? Get people to comment. Why is that important? If you get a lot of people to comment on your post, more people see it. So you want to encourage people to put as many comments as possible on those posts. So step 3 is find and create hooks, put them out in different places. On your personal Facebook profile is one of the best places to do it. And then what you do is you respond to those comments and send people into the Facebook group to get it, right? I might say to you guys, who wants to get my Podcast Profit Lab playbook? If you want it, go to my group. When you join my group, we send it to you for free. Who wants to get my Content Launch Secrets training I'm doing live? Go to my group. Who wants to understand how to launch a Facebook group? I'm doing a live training inside my Facebook group. Go join it and I'll teach you this afternoon. What you want to do is you want to use your Facebook group as an opt-in form for your content. Cool, right? So what you're doing is you're turning your Facebook group into a squeeze page like you have in a funnel, which is super fun. So what you've done at this point is you've outlined your problem, you've made sure your questions are filtering people, and then you've put out a bunch of hooks to grab attention. The next thing that you want to do is you want to give people a reason to show up. Really, really easy. Do engagement competitions. Guys, if you comment down below, I'm going to pick a winner at random from somewhere in the comments that is going to win. You can put as many comments as you want and it will increase your chances of winning. Here's what I'm going to give away if you comment inside the group. Now, why is this effective? 1, it gets everybody talking in the group, so they start to build community and connections between one another. 2, you increase the engagement, which means that Facebook starts to automatically send you more people, and people start to see more of your posts from your Facebook group because there's a lot of engagement. Really, really powerful. Nobody I can see online is doing this right now with competitions and launches together. This is our unique way to do it. It's going to be wild, very, very powerful thing to do. So use competitions to drive engagement, give people a reason to show up and have a conversation. The next thing you want to do is do the training. You want to do 3 days of live training. This is ripped straight out of Brendon Burchard's 7-day live launch. And what you do is you do 2 hours or more each day of free training. And what you do is you record it and then it becomes a course that you sell later on. So what you want to say to people is, hey guys, I'm actually going to be teaching my course live for free, but each video gets deleted after 24 hours. So make sure you show up because that video won't be around for long. Give them a reason, urgency, and scarcity to make sure that they show up for that live training. Now, on that live training, what are you doing? Well, what you're really doing from a marketing angle is you are breaking beliefs and you are getting people set up to buy your product. So if the number one reason that someone doesn't want to create a podcast is because they don't know what to post about, what does my free training do? It teaches them how to map out the content. So that biggest objection is now gone because in the free training, I've showed them how to outline it. Make sense? You guys having any light bulb moments right now? So the free training is designed to do all of that kind of stuff. And then from there into the next point, what you then want to do is you then want to do your training for 3 days, and then you want to announce the opening of your competition. You want to say, hey guys, not your competition, your offer. Hey guys, so I hope you've enjoyed this training. And what I want to do is just, I put together a special offer for you guys who want to get more out of this. Would it be okay if I just shared this offer with you right now? Because I think you guys are going to really love it. Get permission, get them to say yes. And then from where you go there, Randall keeps saying snuffle truffle big, and I have no idea what that means. So I do apologize. But so what you do from there is you make the offer. You say, hey guys, this is my offer. Blah, 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 blah. You're going to get this. The first 10 people who actually come in, you're going to get these special bonuses. Go to this page and buy. And then you close it on the Sunday. This, guys, is super powerful. It's how we did $13,000 on our first beta launch. And it's how we just did another $28,000 literally a couple of weeks ago. And we had some amazing people come into our program. Is that cool? So guys, just tell me right now, is that framework super valuable? It's only kind of top level. I haven't got time to dig into all the finesses and the nuances of it right now. But the offer launch blueprint that we're going to be going through in the next couple of weeks, that is going to dig into all of these individual pieces. And we're going to give you all of the elements so you understand exactly how to do it. Just let me know, is this valuable? Was this good? Because I wanted to make sure that we're over delivering. Now, hopefully you guys thought that was valuable. And how many of you guys now feel like you've got a good idea about how you could launch your next offer and how you could put it out there? So let me know down below. I just want to see, let me just check out these comments really quickly, see what we've got. We've got, how do you, oh yeah, that's what Jackie was saying, valuable stuff. But that's too close. It doesn't seem valuable to me. Can you give them a one sheet? Yep. PLR products are good as well, Paul. Yeah, that can work. Group convert, one page cheat sheet, just something they can consume quickly and give them a quick win. Yeah, that's really important. Yeah, attribution, not attrition. I did. Fish don't hunt. Yep. Boom. Comment. Here we go. Snuffle truffle. Let's have a quick look. Super valuable. Great stuff. Yes, I'm up for it. Offer launch blueprint. Definitely helpful. I see some challenges in the parenting space. Yeah, Jeremy, the parenting space is always super difficult because parents are, they're givers, right? They're caretakers. And caretakers will always spend money on the people they're looking after, but very rarely spend money on themselves. So it's a very difficult market to penetrate. That's very, very difficult. You have to think about how do I get them buying in different ways. So yeah, shout out to all Gina's alcohol bottles in the background. Super, super glad that they are on the live today. Guys, this is called a funnel. It's not the landing pages we know and love, but a process that eliminates objections. You are exactly right, Saren. This is a funnel, just in a different way. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We've got 70 people on live now. I've done something kind of fun. And I've got a special offer for you guys and I want to share it with you. Is it okay if I just spend 5 minutes sharing an offer? Because I've got something really cool, super cheap that I want to share with you that I would love for you guys to think about and see if it's something that would benefit you. Is it okay if I share that with you right now? Just, I want to get your permission first because this offer is cool. You guys, I'm actually partnering up with somebody incredible to share this offer with you who has, she's actually been one of Russell Brunson's top affiliates. She topped the affiliate leaderboard for the OFA. And she also was actually at his McCall retreat. She got invited out to go and spend time with him at the most recent event, which is super incredible. So guys, I've got an offer to share with you guys right now. It's time sensitive. Just let me know down below if you're happy with me to share this with you. So I got yeses, yeses. Saren says she knows what this offer is. Saren, you don't know what this offer is because I haven't ever created this offer before, but you're welcome to guess. So, all right, guys, let me share this off with you right now. So some of you guys don't know, but Alex Elliott is an amazing entrepreneur. A lot of you guys actually came into this group through Alex Elliott, and she has a program called One Group Away. The One Group Away Challenge was one of my favorite programs I've been through in the last 6 months. And bear in mind, I just spent $30,000 on Russell Brunson's 2 Comma Club X program. And this program, which is like 1/100th of the price, even cheaper than that, actually did more for me than what the 2 Comma Club X did. Made me more money. Crazy. So I recently went through the One Group Away Challenge by Alex Elliott, and everything that I was able to create in the last 4 weeks, adding 500 people to this group, doing a $23,000 launch, that everything she taught inside of that training in combination with the offer launch blueprint that I've already learned before, that is what helped me to have this kind of amazing energy and to create a massively successful launch. Now, the One Group Away Challenge is done by Alex. It's actually changing in price. The One Group Away Challenge is something that Alex Elliott put together. She's done it super cheap. I think it's only 150 bucks, less than that even. And the One Group Away Challenge is actually increasing in price, and it's going up at the end of today at midnight. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to make this offer for you guys because I think it's an amazing program. It helped me make a lot of money. It's very well priced and it is going up in price. So let me tell you what I want to do for you guys. So for any of you guys who buy the One Group Away Challenge through the link, which I'm going to drop down below in just a second, not only are you going to go through this program, which I implemented and had a ton of success, what I'm also going to give you access to is the offer launch blueprint. So when the offer launch blueprint launches, we're probably going to end up selling this program for like 500 bucks, probably maybe 297 or 597. Anybody that actually signs up and goes through Alex's program right now, you're going to get everything that Alex teaches, and then you're going to get everything that I teach in terms of creating that mixture, that potency that's going to explode your group. So you guys are actually going to get that for free. Now, I'm going to teach it live in the group, but those are only available for 24 hours. There's going to be a bunch of bonuses and extras and things inside of the program that you'll only be able to get if you buy. But anybody that buys this program right now, anyone that gets Alex Elliott's One Group Away Challenge, you guys are going to get all of that stuff as if you were a paying customer. So I'm going to give you guys access to that. I'm going to give you guys access to Alex Elliott's One Group Away Challenge. Now, there's one tool that I've used inside of my Facebook group that's massively helped me grow, and it's helped me to actually get in front of my target audience time and time and time again. And it's a tool called the Group Hacker Tool. The Group Hacker Tool is a tool that you could only get inside the Podcast Profit Lab. And the tool, what it does is it allows you to go into a Facebook group where all of your dream customers are, and you can go and add and get 500 or 1,000 or 1,500 of those members. You can go and make friends with them, and then they'll come back to your personal profile. It's how I get in front of so many different people who are my dream target customer. I go into a podcast group, I add a bunch of people using this tool, and they come back to my profile. They see my hook, and then they go into my Facebook group. Super powerful way to get free traffic. You can only get this inside the Podcast Profit Lab program, which is over $1,000. But you guys, if you take this offer today, as well as the offer launch blueprint, I'm going to give you access to the Group Hacker Tool. So you guys are going to get everything that Alex gives you from the One Group Away Challenge. You're going to get access and full access to the offer launch blueprint program, which we're going to be releasing very, very soon. And you get access to the Group Hacker Tool, which is going to help you get in front of so many different people. I'm going to give you training. Now, one of the things that a lot of people struggle with is they say, Jamie, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that. Like, I don't know if I'm going to have time to go and add a bunch of people, to put out these posts, to do all these different things. So what I did was I got my VA and I got my whole team together. And what we did was we created something that's basically going to make that whole process take no time at all. It's something I'm going to call my offer toolkit. And what it is, it's an actual process that we go through, which you could give to a VA or you could follow it yourself. And what it does is it minimizes the amount of time that you have to go out there and actually make this offer, which is super crazy. So you guys are actually going to get access to that as well. And what it will allow you to do is to use the Group Hacker Tool and to put stuff out there in a very minimal space of time. I've actually got my assistant Francie building this out right now. So super excited. So guys, just to recap what you're going to get. You're going to get Alex's One Group Away Challenge right now. All you need to do is you need to go to the link down below, which I'm about to share with you guys. And when you go to that link, it will ask you to go through a little case study. The case study is then going to take you to the program that's going to be the best fitted for you. So you guys can then go inside of that and you can check it out. When you guys do that, you're going to get access to Alex's One Group Away Challenge. And then as soon as you've made that purchase, I'm also going to send you access to the offer launch blueprint for when it gets released. I'm going to send you access to the Group Hacker Tool, and I'm going to send you access to our offer toolkit, which is the tools and the processes that I've been setting up this last week to make that process as seamless and timeless as possible. Make sure you guys go and check this out. Oh shit, the link I've just dropped below, I apologize. That link is actually for the Group Convert. So if anybody wants to use Group Convert, that's the link down there. This is the link to go to the One Group Away Challenge. So if you go to the One Group Away Challenge, that's my affiliate link right now. If you guys purchase, you guys are going to get access to all of these sweet bonuses, the offer launch blueprint, the Group Hacker Tool, and the other stuff. Now guys, I put this offer together on the fly. I really did it because Alex is increasing the price in the next 12 hours. And I know there's a lot of people in here who want to launch a group. Literally, you guys have said over 10 or 15 of you want to launch a group. I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Do you guys trust me? Let me know down below. Do you trust what I say to be true? Like, have I built up enough respect with you to be honest with you? Just let me know down below and just tell me if you trust me or not. Because I've got to be honest with you. Out of all the programs that I've taken in the 6 months, Alex Elliott's program is probably one of the best. And actually implementing what she taught me in the last 4 weeks has helped me to probably add an extra $10,000 to my bottom line that wouldn't have happened if I didn't go through this program. It's pretty powerful, right? So let me just tell you this. Just like I said that the One Funnel Away Challenge, that's the best $100 you can spend. This also is another one of those situations where this is the best $100 you could spend. You know, I think it's like $129, $139, something like that, super cheap. But guys, go and check this offer out and buy it. This, in combination with the offer launch blueprint that I'm putting out there, is going to help you to launch your program. And, you know, if you implement it and you do the steps, you could do like Brendan did and do a 5K launch, super easy. You could do like I did and do a 12K launch. You guys can put that out there and it's going to be super valuable. So let me know any questions you've got below. I'm super curious to know if you guys have got any questions or if you want to know any details or anything that's going through there. But if you guys check that link out down below, it's the onegroupaway.co. Click that link down below with my reference code and I'll make sure to give you guys these bonuses. By the way, Alex Elliott is a little bit like me. She's a massive lover of her people. She's got one of the most engaged Facebook groups out there, the DM Hose, which is super amazing. And her group now, I think they've got over 400 people who've taken this challenge. You know, she's done nearly $40,000 because the content is so good. But she's a massive over deliverer. She will go out of her way to make sure she looks after you, especially if you guys say, look, I came through Jamie, I listened to this cool thing, and he told me you're going to look after me. Trust me, she's going to look after you real good. I've got a really amazing relationship with this woman, and I can tell you, I love her. I think she's amazing because she comes from the same place as me. She wants to over deliver, and she wants to really help you guys. So let me go down below. Let me go if you guys are excited. If you guys are in, if you guys are going to get this offer, just comment down below and tell me, like, Jamie, I'm in. Like, I want to know if you guys are up for it, because I think this is going to be an awesome offer. If you missed out on the Podcast Profit Lab, or even if you didn't miss out on the Podcast Profit Lab, even if you got the Podcast Profit Lab, I would still buy this offer because it's going to go up in price. You can do it after. You can do it after the Podcast Profit Lab. I still think it's worth grabbing. So make sure you guys jump in if it's something that you want to have. Let's just see what you guys are talking about right now. So yeah, I'll drop, let me drop that link down below. This is the correct link. Sorry about that, guys. I dropped the wrong link down there. So let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, you get a free case study. It's going to tell you all the information about it as well. Thanks, Donna. I always try and deliver. Saren says she trusts me. Amazing. I trust you too. Randall says he agrees. Alex is always an over deliverer. Offer launch blueprint. Will you revisit us with that if we already have OGAC? So Randall, the people who are actually going to buy through my affiliate link now, only those people who buy this are going to get access to this program. Now, Randall, you've actually bought the Podcast Profit Lab. So you do have access to the offer launch blueprint when it gets launched. So you've already got access, but if there's anybody else that hasn't, that's already in the OGAC and wants this offer, I'm sorry guys, you have to buy it through this affiliate link, and I'll give you this offer if you guys want to go into it. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. Let me know down below any questions, but the framework that I just went through, go back through and watch this video. It's a super powerful framework that we've used. And you know, I'm honest with you guys. I'm transparent with you guys. You guys saw what we did in the launch. You saw how many people have come into the Podcast Profit Lab. This strategy works really well. And what's great about it is that, in my opinion, it's very sincere. You know, we're not trying to trick anybody or do anything like that. What we're doing is we're giving people massive value up front. We're super transparent with what we want. People love that. People love transparency nowadays. So I hope this training was useful for you guys. I super love coming on the lives. Remember, we're going to do a live every Thursday around about 10 a.m. EST. Remember, we're dropping a competition every Wednesday as well. So make sure you're in the Facebook group on the Wednesday engaging. And every Monday, the other thing that we do every single Monday is that we talk about our wins. So make sure you check in on Mondays for our Mad Monday posts where we're checking in. And guys, on Sunday this week, we're actually going to be dropping a post where you guys can get podcast reviews from one another. I'm going to be dropping a post like that on Sunday as well. So guys, thanks so much for being on this live. I hope this was super valuable. I really appreciate you. Thanks for all my change makers. Thanks for all you guys for being so engaged, for turning up and really giving it your all on this training today. Thanks so much. I'll catch you on the next one. All right, guys, speak to you soon.